Okay, in this video, I'm going to take you through how to get your domain and professional email and get it all connected to Systemeio. So I use GoDaddy.com versus Namecheap. I find it to be a more user-friendly platform than Namecheap. I have had some trouble with Namecheap in the past. So I have a button underneath or next to this video where you can get 30% off of a new domain from GoDaddy. So all you got to do is click that button. It'll take you here to GoDaddy, and then you can start searching for your domain. So basically what you want to do is you want to click up here and let's type in what kind of domain you want to, like whatever it is that you want to do, like Michelle online, let's see, online with Michelle.com. Let's see if that's available. And then it checks it, it's not available. But I can buy it, the domain's taken. So let's see, make money with Michelle.com. You always want to choose the .com because that's typically what most people initially start with when they actually like go to type in a domain. Like if you were like, hey, go to michellesparky.net, they're going to type it in, but a lot of people, their habit is to put the .com. So there was one that I wanted to buy, and I'm just going to, for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to type one in, michellespark.tv. Let me see if that's available. And it's available. It's $20 for the first year, and it tells you like why Michelle Spark TV is great. Michelle Spark is 15 characters or less, so you see what some of the things that they're telling you makes a good domain. This domain name contains popular keywords being TV. See the blue? So it's a popular TV word. So if I was to just type in, let's see, .net, that one's taken. So again, let's see, .shop. Okay, it's $1.99 for the first year. Okay, so a lot of domains, and that's why I do actually have a lot of domains, because they're just not a lot of money. Okay, so maybe I just want to keep the IE here because that's kind of what I'm branding myself as. And then let's see if it's got the TV in it. And it's still $20 for the first year. Again, $20 a year for a domain, not that bad. So you want to pick a domain name that's actually going to suit you. And if you like, start branding yourself, start there rather than saying like passive income or make money online. You want to start branding yourself if possible. So you can do something like michellerecommends.com, so it keeps it more broad versus just make money online. But it's really, truly, honestly up to you and what you want to do. Now, there is a website if you're just totally torn and you're not sure what to put in there. Business name generator. Business name generator. And that can help you actually get find a business name for you. And there's tons of them out there. Business name generator. And I thought it was just businessnamegenerator.com. Business name. There it is. Businessnamegenerator.com. So there it is. You can type in your keyword like make money online. Let's see what we got. And then it gives you some actual like names that you can choose from, like Stack Money, Project Make, Equity Make, Trade Money, Hustle Online, right? So there's different names that you can choose if you're just like having a blank and you just don't know what to choose. Business name generator will help you. Okay, so once you're done picking your actual domain name, you want to go ahead and make it yours. And then you want to go ahead and finish the checkout process so that you actually have that. Now, a couple of things I am going to let you know is you do not need to have the full domain protection. You do not need that because you're going to be connecting it to a funnel builder, and the funnel builder itself will have that protection in there. So you see, I can get it for 5 years at $219. So if I just wanted to select 1 year, I'm only going to pay $19.99 for it. Okay. Now, you do need a professional email address, and this is where you'll get that email address as well. So you can get email essentials at $2.99 a month. Okay, that's actually really good. So we can click get it, and that'll add that to it as well. Now, once you go through the whole checkout process, so for 12 months, it renews March 2024 for $5.99 a month, for a total of $71.88 for the year. Okay. So I don't need another professional email, so I'm not going to get this. But as you can see, I got a domain and an email address for $55.87 for an entire year. Okay, not bad. So you want to go ahead and finish the checkout process. And once you get checked out, there's some instructions inside of GoDaddy to go ahead and actually access your email. They use Microsoft 365, so I get all of my email addresses on my Outlook, and I've added all of my Gmail onto my Outlook. So now I can actually see all my emails, all my Gmails, and all of my professional emails in one location. Again, another reason why I really, really love GoDaddy. All right, so go ahead and get checked out, get your domain purchased, get your email purchased, and then you'll be ready to go. Okay, so now we're back here into Systemeio, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually connect our GoDaddy domain to Systemeio. Okay, so I'm here inside of the Systemeio platform. I'm going to go ahead over to my profile pic. I'm going to hover, and then I'm going to click Settings. On the far left-hand side, I'm going to go ahead and click Custom Domains. Now, as I've said a lot of times in my lives, it's not 100% necessary to have a domain name, but it is recommended. Systemeio does provide you with one. So if you're just like, I'm totally out of cash, I have nothing absolutely left, I can't get a domain, you can still do this because you get a domain from Systemeio. And as you can see, it takes your name.system.io, and that's your domain name. So don't worry about it if you can't get a domain name right away. You can still do this. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a domain over here on the top right. Then we're going to type in our domain name, and I'm just going to use one of the domain names that I've actually had in here. So this is the one that I'm going to be using right now, and I'm going to connect it to this account because this is one of my test accounts. So militaryescapeplan.com. Okay, now this is the only thing that I don't like about Systemeio is they need to fix these instructions because they are a bit confusing. So I'm going to walk you through this. So this is the instructions that you need to actually make the changes for in your DNS configuration inside of GoDaddy. So these are CNAME records that you're actually changing, and this is the value, and this is the name, or the name and the value. I'll show you. So all you're going to do for the first one is you're just going to copy the www, which we can type that in. So I'm going to copy this right here. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this part. I'm going to go into my GoDaddy, into the domain name that I'm going to be changing. I'm going to click over here under DNS. Then I'm going to add as you can see, there's a CNAME record right here. That's a www. Okay. We need to edit that one. You can't have more than one www CNAME record inside of a domain. So I'm going to go ahead and click the little pencil. The www is already in there. I'm going to be changing this value to what I just copied, taking off the period at the end. And then I'm going to click save. It's going to update the record, and then we're going to go back to Systemeio, and we're going to do the same with the second one. Again, you only go up to before your actual domain name. So as you can see, my domain name is right here, militaryescapeplan.com. We don't want that. So we just want the characters prior to that, not including the period. And I'm going to go ahead and hit copy, go back over here. Now I'm going to be adding a CNAME record. So I'm going to be clicking add here. I'm going to choose CNAME. I'm going to type that one in under name. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to copy this whole thing right here, copy it, go back to GoDaddy, and then I'm going to paste it again, taking off the period at the end. Leave the TTL at default and hit add record. And that's it. Now your DNS records are updated for GoDaddy to be connected to Systemeio. So once that's done, all right, you hit your refresh key. It still says pending, which is okay. We're going to go in and now update the mailing settings. So I'm going to click over here on the left-hand side and click mailing settings. So right here, first thing I want to do is go to my domain name. Click here to authenticate your domain and display its information. So my domain without the www is militaryescapeplan.com. Hit save. And look, it says domain authenticated. So good. Now I want to click up here, click to confirm your sender email address. So let's pretend it's the same one. So maybe you created info@militaryescapeplan.com or support@militaryescapeplan.com or Michelle@militaryescapeplan.com, but it should match your domain. Now, for the purposes of this tutorial, I didn't create one of those, so I'm going to use one of my other ones. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know. Support@michellesparky.com. All right, email address added. So that's it. So now I've got my email address there, my domain there. Now I want to make sure that my sender email address is this email address here. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put that in here. You want to have a professional email address as your sender email address. Then you want to put your name. And you can put your full name here, Michelle Spark, or I could put your mentor, Michelle. Okay, whatever you want to put here in your sender name is fine. That's what's going to show up in each one of your emails every time you do it. So if I was known by the name Shelly, if people knew me as Shelly versus Michelle, I would put Shelly Spark, right, versus Michelle. So what people know you as. So I'm just going to keep it at Michelle Spark. Actually, I'll put Michelle Sparky. People know me that from like TikTok. And then my test email address would be like your Gmail address. So that way, when you send out emails to everybody, you'll get a copy of them so you can kind of see what it looks like to your readers, okay? And then this is a static footer that's displayed at the end of every marketing email, so you don't have to continuously type in, so mine is like your virtual mentor and friend, Michelle Spark. And then I've got CEO of Limitless Possibility LLC. And then, I don't know, maybe if you got a link here, like connect with me on Facebook. And then you can put your Facebook link here if you want, right? So that they can find you on Facebook if there's somewhere that you want them to communicate with you. So whatever's you want in the footers where you can put here, and it'll go at the end of each and every email. So you'll have display my affiliate link at the end of each email I send. That's your Systemeio affiliate link. It's a little badge that shows up, and it's always good to have that there. So once all that's in there, you want to top right, you want to click save. You need to confirm to be able to send newsletters from it. Yeah. So, and again, that's because I don't have this domain in this particular account. So that's not going to work for me, but yours should do just fine. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out of there, hit save. This valid should not be blank. Of course not. Let's see if it works with that, because that's the email of my account. And it did. Okay. So you don't want to have a Gmail account as a sender, because a lot of times when they're being sent to a lot of people on autopilot, they pick it up as like spam. So you want to make sure that you have your professional email address listed down here in the sender email address. But that's it. Now your domain is connected. Your email is set and ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to custom domains. You notice it still says pending, but I'm going to hit the refresh key. It still shows pending. Typically, it takes about an hour, sometimes not even that long. Just keep hitting your refresh until it actually works, but it will in a couple of, hours, if not the next day. If for some reason it still won't connect, you can reach out to me. Let me take a look at it, or you click the little help button down here and let them know what you're having trouble with. reach out, submit a ticket. They're very, very responsive and they will get back to you in a timely manner. But don't let it stop you from moving forward with the rest of the course or the videos here, because like I said, you can still do everything else because you still have this domain. All right, don't let it stop you. All right, I'll see you in the next video.